Hey everybody, Tom Barnes Stories from the 78 here in Wicker Park. You know, it's fall season, Oktoberfest. Everybody looking for their particular beer they want to drink. Why not kick it to an old school favorite, a little old style? I have a thing that you might want to check out, an old style sign at Transit Tees. And I'm going to talk to my friend Tim, who owns Transit Tees, about what they have in stock for old style lovers, Schlitz, and anything Chicago really. That's this story from the 78 here in Wicker Park. All right, for the last 12 years, Transit Tees here in Wicker Park has called this spot home. Look at all this fun, beautiful Chicago stuff. I'd be hard pressed for you to find something that you can't find and love here in Chicago. And this is my friend Tim, the reason why we're here. How you doing, Tim?
Hi, how are you?
I am well. Thank you for inviting me. And you guys have a lot of awesome stuff in here. You're holding something in your hand that is near and dear to a lot of Chicagoans. You got the Chicago handshake game, and we're going to talk about why we're talking about this because we did it before, but look at that tight house thing there.
Yeah, so this game, we developed this in 2021. It's a drinking card game celebrating the Chicago handshake. And when we put this out, Paps with Old Style reached out to us. So we were a little nervous about it. We wondered if it was going to be a cease and desist or we want to work with you. As it turned out, they're a super friendly company to work with. They said, we want to work with you. We love what you're doing. So we started a license with them. And from that license and their products, we created really fun, authentic Chicago vibe products.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you guys have in this entire space here, like authentic, really cool Chicago vibe products, including like, looking at the L game here. We did a story not so long ago about the Chicago 1893 World's Fair game that you have here. And one of my favorite things that you guys have, like if you love festival season in Chicago, you're gonna love this shirt right here.
Yeah, this features all your favorite Chicago eats. Our art director is Kyle Hollings, and he designed this for the summer. It gets that festival vibe, that hot dog stand, all your favorites, hot dog, Italian beef, Maxwell Street Polish, and tavern style pizza. So this is a great combination and a great summer shirt.
What's the gym shoes sandwich? That's ones I haven't heard of much lately.
I've never tried it, but I was told it has everything you can imagine on it. So I think it has like gyro meat and probably Italian beef, I'm not sure.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then, so we're gonna go down the line here a little bit just because I think there's a lot of different fun stuff, including the wet hot beef inspired from the bear, Mr. Beef, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, so we had fun with this color, great Chicago color to represent wet hot beef, and
which is a thing people say they want a wet hot beef. It's not like it's not like a play on words. It's actually something that you can order when you go to a beef stand, if you know what you're talking about.
Really popular this year. We noticed a lot of tourists from overseas coming into our Wicker Park store, and they're going to try this sandwich now. So this sandwich is becoming internationally known.
The wet hot beef.
Yeah.
Among other things, you got the tavern style pizza. These are your
they're 11 by 17 prints that we're doing of all great Chicago subject matter.
You got these amazing tins up here, and I heard that you're having, and we're going to get to the second why we're talking about old style, but an old style tin coming up along with, you got all these prints up here as well.
Yeah, really fun subject matters. We have Crosstown Classic, which is the ultimate rival between the Sox and the Cubs.
All this fun stuff. So, but now we're here for one of the big reasons is all things old style and the partnership that you guys have with them this year. This is just some of the things. Look at that. This is like kicking back to, like, I remember like my uncle wearing that almost exact shirt, but like playing in a softball league back in like the 80s in Chicago.
Yeah, we get a lot of customers that'll mention their grandfather worked at the factory or it was his favorite beer. So it has great vintage memorabilia. And we had a lot of fun with it, making these trays. We have this koozie that's for your tall boy.
Yeah.
And then your hydro flask. Schlitz with this great ringer tea that also harkens back to another era.
So Schlitz and Old Style from the same company now, right?
Yep, that's right.
So hence why you were able to get all this stuff and license it out. And I mean, I just remember finding this stuff like when you would dig through old vintage stores in the city, maybe 15 years ago, you would find this stuff and it would be like diamond in the rough, finding all this cool old style stuff. And now you guys have it as something that you're doing that's new, including what's going on there behind you on that sign.
Yeah, so We started with these LED signs, and they did very well. So we realized that as people have been updating their home bars, that this is a nice finishing touch to add that atmosphere to their home bar. So we came up with this old style Lightbox. It mimics the shingle signs from your corner tavern. So you used to see these really large. Well, now you have this personal size for at home.
Yeah, anybody that grew up in the city or grew up going to the city in the 90s and the 80s, this was on every bar. I swear, either that or Schlitz, every bar in the city, right there out in front or on the side, especially those corner taverns. I just remember them blowing in the wind when it got real windy in the winter.
Yep,
but yeah, that and then pizza, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic combination.
So that's kind of the vibe that you guys try to give off here about. It's almost like a love story to Chicago and all the unique things that make Chicago so great, right?
Part of our culture, our atmosphere. And if you live here, you know.
So what, outside of the t-shirts, you have, I mean, just walk through folks who have never been here before.
Yeah, we have great artwork for the home. So we have some home decor, posters. Now these were all drawn by our creative staff. This took us 3 years to complete. It's all 240 neighborhoods and districts of the city. It's the ultimate map. Your neighborhood will be on here. And then
let me see, there it is.
Oh yeah.
East Norwood Park. Love it.
We have greeting cards that we make in-house. These are classic Chicago themes.
Yeah, and if you, I mean, you're talking, I mean, there's the Empire Carpet Guy, the Blues Brothers, Bozo, Superfans, the Eagle Man. Is that Roger Ebert?
That one's Harry Carey.
Oh, Harry Carey, I'm sorry. There's
him.
Ebert,
Yep.
The Dibs, and the Billy Goat. I passed.
Yeah,
there we go.
Very good. Neighborhoods, neon neighborhood signs. This was actually something that came from our map. We realized everyone loves the neighborhood they live in the city.
Right, and I'm sure when you drew all these, you're like, why are we, like, we should take advantage. We put all that work into these beautiful drawings. Why don't we blow them up a little bit and sell them as individual cards, right?
Yep, worked out really well. And then over here we have what started the whole company. This is all 145 train stops in neighborhoods in the city.
Oh.
So
there's 145.
Yep, we're up to 145 now.
Look at that.
Some people will find where they grew up, where they live now. Some people will spell their names from the different letters.
Oh,
so
that's a
people have
brilliant idea. And then you have patches and everything else, games, other shirts, lots of things happening here. What is your favorite thing about Transit Tees? Like,
I like that we're a small shop, and anything we think of, we can create. And so someone will come in and they'll have an experience on their bicycle or on the subway train on their way in, and we'll talk about it, and then our creative team puts together a product based on that. So I love how we take the feeling and the vibe and put it all together into things that other people can connect to in the city. I love Chicago.
Me too, and it's nice to meet people who love our city and you know, there's positive images of our city because there's so much to celebrate versus what, you know, happens to be in the news all the time. So this is so fun, and a lot of this stuff happens right here. Like you said, you have 3 designers on staff here. Your ideas all come together, and that's what you get with Transit Tees, which started off as that, and a couple t-shirts. I think you guys printed my softball shirt way back in the day.
Yeah, yep, and this is just from waiting on a train platform to turn into this company. I was riding my bike here this summer, and I thought, did I intend for this to happen? And I'm so glad that I had that passion, and that, you know, 12 years later, we have the shop and have grown it to this product.
Absolutely, and if folks want to, I mean, they come in the store right here off of Milwaukee in Wicker Park, but if they want to buy it online, what's the best way for them to do that and pre-order one of those old style signs?
Yeah, go to www.transittees.com, and I think right on our homepage we have a banner you can click to pre-order the old style Lightbox, and that's going to be shipping in November. So you want an early Christmas present for that Chicago lover in your life. There you go, right there. TomBarnasChicago@gmail.com if you have a story from the 78 suggestion, or hit me up at the website stories from the 78.com. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. All right, thanks.
Yep.